Okay, thank you very much. This is a help desk software I wanted to show you. This actually can help any type of business, especially from private companies, from schools, anyone that communicates with customers, anyone that communicates with customers from education background, from private companies, from local companies, any type of business, as long as you have to deliver service, this program will actually work. It's called a help desk software. Now, there's a limitations to how records are kept by most organizations, especially when it comes to customer queries and complaints. You find it difficult to track. Now, you do have some customer programs that records calls, every time people call, but then how do you track how the the customer was treated by a specific agent or a specific customer service personnel? Now, this program actually helps to monitor and also helps to keep track. That's why we call it the help desk software. It helps to better customer service. That's number one. And the nice thing about it is that all communications are neatly sorted by priority. So you have a very good reporting system. Now, there are five things I'm going to talk about. One of them is the ticketing, which is the most important part, meaning all communications are stored, all communications are recorded, whether it's from the online platform or whether it's from the email or whether it's from a phone call, they are all recorded here. And the live chat is very good, especially in our today's technology. Live chat is really very important, especially when it comes to communication. Everybody wants to make a phone call, and when you make a phone call, let's say five people have to call in 5 minutes. Now, how many people are you going to answer? But you see, with live chat, you are able to communicate with all five of them at the same time. And that is where the live chat comes in. The live chat allows now a company to have something like, you can see this icon here, something like this, whereby a client can actually click on this button and a pop-up screen will come up where they will be able to chat live. Then, of course, the phone aspect to this program, it's one of the nice things I like about it, where you can integrate a normal landline if you have a voice over or a BPX system, where you can connect your server to this help desk system. So if somebody makes a phone call from the website, it will actually ring from the office. And this is the support portal. The portal is actually very great because it allows frequent questions and answers to be loaded on this platform. So people are trying to find out, okay, how do I get a specific service? Now, this is a query that is very common. So rather than keep answering this query every time people call, you can actually create what they call a knowledge base center, whereby people will be redirected there and they can actually find out the steps they need to follow in order for them to resolve that issue. And the other aspect is the social aspect, which I really like a lot, the social aspect, whereby if somebody makes a comment on Facebook, they make a comment on Twitter, you can actually redirect all the comments to this one platform. It's really great. And this works on a desktop and also on a mobile phone. So if somebody makes a comment on Facebook, you can actually redirect those comments onto the platform. So both on the website, on Facebook, on Twitter, you can actually redirect everybody's query into one platform. And that's where this guy becomes one of the best. The software actually got a top 50 small business award. And like I said before, it's a call center built into help desk software. So it's not just about receiving calls, it's also about communicating with people and actually trying to solve their problems. So these are a list of a few informations that you can use on the voice system. You can use a VoIP provider. If you're using a voice over IP provider, you can redirect your calls from this system onto your normal standard phone. And I was testing it just now with a mobile app, and it's really great. It actually can redirect your calls to a mobile app as well. So this is the program, and So far, the company is actually having 96% satisfaction of this program, so which I think anybody should go for it. And there are over more than 21,000 uh, yeah, 21,000 businesses which are currently using it, and there's more actually going for it right now. So the program is actually great. It comes with quite a number of features. You have customer portal, you have gamification where you can reward different people as they attend to queries. There's call center, there's reporting, which is very important, so that you can actually see on a monthly basis, on a yearly basis, how you were actually treating your customers. And trust me, people will actually like this. So these are some of the features, about over 175 features. And this is one of the best software out there, if I'm not mistaken. It's one of the best software out there. Now, the price for this software is actually going for $159 per agent. So meaning if you have 5 customer service, meaning you have to times this by 5. So let's say, for example, if we have five customer service times 59 US dollars, that is equals to 295 US dollars. Now if you times that by 12, that's for a year, that is the amount for a year. Now if you times that by 15, now that is the amount for a year, um, per company who has 5 users who have to attend to agents. But currently, this company is actually offering 2 agents for the price less than this. Now, they are offering 2 agents, meaning you also get access to all these features as well. All these features, which is the premium features that they have, which is the highest features they have. So for a year, for the full year, if you have 2 agents right now, that will cost about 15 times 2 agents, which is equals to 30. Now if you times that by 12, that will give you 360. Now if you times that by 15, that will give you 5,400. That's like 10% of the actual price you will pay. So with 5,400, you can actually get 2 agents per year. Now, this is going to expire in 2 weeks' time. And after 2 weeks' time, you don't get access to this anymore. You have to pay these amounts. So I'm just going to show you an overview, but I'm going to still put on another video just to show you what the program is all about. But this is an example of the program here. I just want to go to my portal, my platform. This is the program actually. This is a test program I'm actually running. Now the good thing about this program is that it will always be, you can also put it on your logo, you can put it on your own website, on your own domain, you can customize it on your own portal. Now, one of the nice things about the dashboard is that the dashboard gives you an overview. Like these are some activities I've done today. And you can see it gives me quite a number of details here. Now, if I click on reports, report actually shows me that I've had 16 incoming calls, 1 messages, received like 12 calls in this amount of hours. And it tells me how I was responding based on the dates and the agent that was responding, and it tells me almost everything that I need to know. And I can look for performance reports so that I can be able to see how am I actually performing to people. There were 20 tickets created, 9 were solved, there was 1 call, there were 3 chat messages. So this is really great. So one of the things I wanted to show you just before I stop is how it actually works. Now, this is where you have the tickets. So all these tickets were created today. Now, tickets are automatically generated regardless of how the person contacts you. Now, if I go to configuration, these are the different ways people can contact you. Number 1, they can contact you on email. So if they send an email to a specific support, a ticket will be created. Now, if somebody also fills a contact form on the website, now I'm going to click on a contact form to add a contact button. Now, these are the different types of buttons you find. You know, these are really nice. So all these are the most popular buttons. You can go to inline buttons. So these are buttons that will appear on the website. This one appears on the corner. and this one appears on the side. So anybody that clicks on any of this button, it will ask them to fill in certain information in order for them to contact you. Then if somebody was to chat, for example, which I like very much, because the chats can also be live. So if you have people in the company in the morning from 8 o'clock, they can actually open their website, the web browser, and of course open the program. Now, one of the chat program is this, which I was actually showing you a few minutes ago. Now, I'm just going to show you how this works. I'm just going to give a sample. Now, I'm going to preview this chat program. I'm just going to preview it for now. But this is the way it will look like on your website. Now, it's showing here. Now, you can see this is the way it's going to look like on your website. Now, you can see this icon here, this orange, yellowish icon. That's the way it's going to look like. Now, so if somebody was to click on this button, I'm just going to let me put it on my Google Chrome browser. Let me put it on my Google Chrome browser so that you can see really how it works. So when somebody clicks on this button, it shows something like this. Now it says calling. Actually, it's not really calling a phone. It's just trying to communicate with the chat person. Now I'm going to go over now to the chat interface, which is this now. And you can see it says there's an incoming chat coming. Now I'm going to click answer. Now when I click answer, it's going to open a chat bot. Now remember, this program also comes with a mobile app as well. So if I'm on a mobile phone, I can also attend to this information. The goodness about this is that somebody is asking a question. So I'm going to say, how are you doing today? How are you doing today? I'm going to say it, enter. Now, the moment I click on enter, I'm just going to go over to the other browser. The person is going to see the message, and the person will say, I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. I would like to make some. I would like to buy a shoe from your shop. Now, the person replies, and remember, I receive this information. Now, I know this person is trying to look for a shoe to buy from my shop. But then I'm not the person in charge for shoes. So all I can do, I'm still on the chat program, and you can notice a ticket has been created. And that's the nice thing about this program. A ticket has been created. Now I know that I have two agents, so I'm the person attending to this person, but I'm not the person responsible for shoes. So I can say assign, or I can say transfer. Now if I say transfer, you can see the transfer button pops up, and I can click on the drop down list, and I can transfer to another department called shoe or sales or whatever. I can transfer to that department, and once I click transfer and I click transfer, the chat program goes to that agent, and that agent starts attending to this person immediately. So that is what this program is all about. It's really nice. I'm just going to end it now. And of course, if I go back to that person to show that the chat has ended, and you can see close the chat. So it's really a nice program, and anybody should actually go for this. I'm sending this information to you because I feel it will work for your business. It will work for any organization, even private, public sectors. Now, the last two things I want to show is the Facebook page. So if somebody makes comment on the Facebook page, you can also receive the information, just like you saw me attending to this chat program a few minutes ago. So if somebody makes a comment on Facebook, it's also going to come here as well. Then the second aspect is the Twitter. Twitter is also there. Then departments. Now, department is really great because if you have more agents, you can create all the departments here, and you can easily transfer the informations to them. This program is very easy. It's not really very hard to learn. As long as you know how to click a mouse, you can actually use this program. And the other things I just want to show before I end, because before I end, is the system. The system actually comes with a lot of plugins. These plugins enables us to track a lot of information. One of them is time tracking. I like this. This actually keeps track of every help desk that attended to the person, the time they responded, how long they spent in communicating with that person. And there are a few other things we can activate here. The live chat tracking, and of course we can also put some gify like emotions, to put some GIF information where people can just to send some expression about communication, then you can, if those companies that have online shopping website like Shopify, you can also integrate it with it. Then attachment as well, you can also add attachment. Now the last part is the knowledge base, which is called the KB. Knowledge base is the one I spoke about a few minutes ago, talking about the support portal, where you can actually load informations about frequently asked questions and their answers. So if that, like that person was asking me about shoes, and I have probably people always ask that question every time, I could easily go to that ticket and respond with that ticket link to the person immediately. So this is all about this program. It's a nice program, and in the next 2 weeks or less than that, it will go back to $59 per agent. If you're willing to pay that amount, it's fine. But for now, for 2 agents, you can actually, and they're not going for more than 2 agents. For some reason, they can only give the discount for just 2 agents for some reason. And if you want more agents, then you can discuss with them and they can try to give you a discount based on after that 2 agent. Not really the $59. They might probably come with a negotiation fee on the other 2 agents. So these are what the program is all about. It's a great tool, and I want you to get it. It's really nice, and you'll be happy that you are actually using something like this on your in your company. Thank you very much.